Greetings! Welcome to another episode of Paul My Back Podcast. It's me, your host, Sebastian West. Follow me on Instagram at _Sebastian West, where you can check out my artwork in all of its splendor. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, the cloth is different. Check out the movie Hustle. Recently, I did, starring Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, and a slew of basketball players that I'm not going to mention because you guys should have watched the film by now. Finally, Netflix is moving in the right direction. Over the past few years, it was a little shaky, for me at least, watching these films, these Netflix original films, with the exception of Old Guard and Extraction. To me, these Netflix films were a little lackluster, for the lack of a better term. Adam Sandler's back at it. I think this is his first film since the movie Hidden Gems. Now, Adam Sandler, to most, is either hit or miss regarding his films. He has some good films out there, and he also has some films that, yeah. This one right here is highly relatable to me, and I'm glad it shows some insight on a scout. We get the coach, assistant coach, players. This gives you some insight on the scout, who scouts the talent. Awesome. It just, let's get right into it. So yes, it follows a guy who was the worked for the Philadelphia 76ers, and the owner passed away, passed him down a job. The new guy takes the job, and he feels as though Adam Sandler character is not needed. For lack of a better term, that's just what it was. It's not needed here. Adam Sandler was supposed to be the assistant coach, but then the new owner, son, tells him, go back in the field, fam. He wanted to spend some time with his family. He missed his daughter, several of his daughter's birthday, and he wanted to be home more. Yet the douchebag was like, you know what? Stay on the road, fam. Do what you do best. Scout talent. You're not an assistant coach, you scout talent. Lo and behold, he goes to Spain, finds this awesome talent who is a current NBA star. I think he hooping with the Utah Jazz. So he finds this talent, and he's going around the world, and he finally found the talent in Spain. Guy can hoop, had Timberlands on, which is pretty ill, hooping in Timberlands, by the way. Yeah, hooping in Butters is crazy. Honestly, I don't know who is out there that hooped in Butters, but listen, if you can hoop in Butters, yo, you are the man, seriously, because they're gonna scrape up the top of the toe, like when you stop, and first of all, you gotta choke them, you gotta choke Butters, and that looks disgusting. Any man that you see with choke Butters on, beware. Yes, beware. So listen, follows this talent in Spain. He follows the guy. Looks crazy. He looks like a stalker. The guy is he's a skilled basketball player. And Adam Sandler says, yo, he gives him some sort of like a wish upon a star. He doesn't tell him the truth. And the good thing about this, Adam Sandler was paying him out of his pocket. He was saying the Sixers was giving him money. He was paying him out of his own pocket, which was very admirable, by the way. But so yes, it follows him. He goes back to, he has him staying in a hotel in Philly, and he's saying, yo, we're going to get you a workout, with this team, that particular team. Kenny Smith, who made an appearance in there, was pretty dope. He was hilarious. Seemed like he was acting like himself, honestly. He was in a film that was his best friend. He was trying to use his connections to actually get him a run due to the guy's record. He had a record where he got in some little fisticuffs, so it was kind of like blackballed in a sense due to his record. It sucks. But that's real life. Like, that actually happens. Pardon me. I'm trying to get used to this camera. I finally rubbed two nickels and dimes together, and I got a Canon. So, trying to get used to this. I sold my Panasonic. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So yes, he has his record, trying to get some workouts and display his talent. He's going through the loops, finally gets this shine on, and he loses it due to his temper. So Adam Sandler coaches him, his character coaches him how to, things are going to be said. People are going to push your buttons. That's just a part of hooping. Anybody out there, that's part of hooping. You're going to say things that rub someone the wrong way, pause. So that's just what it is. Like you'll say anything to get in, get under the. It's a psychological warfare. That's what it is out here, man. When you step on the basketball court, those that know. So he works with him, working on his game. He works on his temperament, and ultimately he gets, it's like a combine or something like that. Very, 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 very detailed, descriptive film. I like that it showed he wasn't rich. He didn't have a fancy car. Talking about Adam Sandler's character, he didn't have a fancy car. He respected his family, me and his wife. He didn't have some sort of a scandal. He had a respectable marriage. Like, you don't see that in films. 9 times out of 10, they show marriage in a different light. They don't get along with one another. They're breaking up. It's shown in a negative light. So I respected that he actually loved his family, his wife and his daughter. They showed that. I appreciate that immensely. So salute to him for displaying that on the film. You don't get very many family-oriented film where the marriage is together and they're actually happy. And she also gave some advice. Oh, salute to him for including street ballers like Prime Objective, The Bone Collector, Professor, AO, just to name a few. Like salute to that, man. Salute. It was a very good look for, just show some insight on what scouting and what these people have to go through. Respect for that. Hustle. I have nothing negative to really say about the movie Hustle. It seems like he just went out, told, some guys he know, listen, I'm going to have an open run. You guys do what you do, and this is what it is. Anthony Edwards, Trey Young, just a host of others. He said just have fun, go out there, and do your thing. Ultimately, Adam Sandler's character got the assistant coach job, and, the sister took over, fired the brother. Things were kosher after that. He saw the guy who he helped, get the NBA, get to the NBA. He was playing for the Boston Celtics. He was coaching the Sixers, so it was a rivalry there. Overall, good film. Salute to Adam Sandler for creating this. Honestly, salute to him. Film was good, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I did. I think I watched it twice already, if I'm not. I think I watched it twice. It's just overall good film. And right now, you're not getting it, especially from Netflix, but this was it. So, salute. Hustle. It's relatable. I can relate to it. 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, 8.5 out of 10 for Hustle. If you haven't seen Hustle, go check it out. I'm not getting paid to say this at all. Just a bozo with a camera that's like to review movies and telling you guys to go check it out. So, yes, go check out the film. Hustle gets 8.5 out of 10. Tune in for the next episode of Palm My Bear Podcast. I will probably review a film that I haven't talked about thus far that I watched in the past. All right? Remember, big shots number, little shot that kept shooting. Slow run is better than no run. If you don't like my reviews, cut me some slack. And if that ain't good enough, pardon my back. In the meantime, hold it down. I appreciate each and every person that decides to click on this button and watch someone like me talk about movies that I thoroughly enjoyed. Enough of that shenanigans, man. Hold it down. Salute.